Hello, welcome. We're just getting set up in here, testing audio and whatnot. I feel like I was doing something. I'm going insane. Oh, yeah, I was making sure that Twitch was actually saving this VOD. Yes. Okay. Yippee. We're happy to have you. Yes, I am going insane. And I know it's like 5 minutes early, but I mean, should we wait to get started? I'm not super concerned. I think we're only gonna have a couple people tonight, but you gotta scuttle. My girlfriend is in here and trying not to get in the camera. Oh, is that my son? Can you give me my son? Oh, he's damp. Thank you. Say hi! Say... You look... Oh... This is my son. You're still stinky. You're a stinky man. Oh. Look at how perfect he is. Okay. Oh, I'm covered in cat hair now. That's okay. It doesn't really show up on camera, so. Is it a Maine Coon? He's definitely mixed with Maine Coon. He's like huge and super friendly, but he's still like closer to house cat size. We think he might be like half Maine Coon? I'm not sure. But yeah. Okay, I'm officially gonna get started. So we are working on Car Cart again today. A couple things that we want to do, objectives. Number one, I want to get a little timer going in the corner that shows you how long it took you to complete a level. Because like a big objective of this is gonna be doing it as fast as you can. So I'm gonna adjust my ring light real quick because it's just a little bit bright. That's better. Also, what I want to do today is implement a save system, somehow. That's a little bit daunting, but we're gonna figure it out. Yeah, you know what? We can start a timer. Give me 1 second. We'll just, oh, hello. Okay, stopwatch is going on how long it takes me to figure out a timer. So I actually did already go ahead and make the object. I named it Game Timer, and I saw a tutorial on how to make a pretty basic timer a while ago, and I actually used it for something. Hello? I actually used it for something else. I used it to control how long you get a speed boost for, so I vaguely understand like how that should be. I'm really good at technology, which is why I'm gonna make an amazing game developer. So basically, I'm going to show you guys how this works the other time I used it and try to explain. Basically, what we have going on, we have an alarm that however many ticks pass, it increases a little counter, and then depending on what the counter is, you do stuff. So it's basically just checking how many ticks are passing, and it's making a timer out of that. It's pretty simple. It clicked pretty easily for me. So we're basically just gonna do this exact same thing and then, count, like, the seconds and milliseconds and minutes, probably. So that's actually exactly what that guy's tutorial was for, so I'm gonna try to pull that back up, I think. I mean, I could just try to do it myself first. I could just try to do it myself. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of send it, and if it doesn't work, then I'll check the tutorial, because, you know, learning experience or whatever. I'm gonna go into our game timer, and I think what we need to do is set alarm 0 to 60. So each, I don't know if you guys know this is pretty advanced stuff, but every 60 ticks is a second, I think. So if we set it to do every 60 seconds, then it's every 60 ticks, then it's once a second, right? Except actually we don't want that because we want it to count milliseconds. Actually, it's fine. We're just gonna do seconds, and every 60 seconds, we have to make a variable first. Hold on. Timer sec equals 0. We'll just go ahead and check that in there. And then every time, well, actually, should it do? Yeah, it should do it when it's created because it's going to be in the level, and then we can have it destroyed and then create it again when you enter a new level. Laugh of confidence. So we're going to go ahead and do, when the alarm happens, which is every 60 ticks, which is every second, we are going to increase timer sec plus is by 1, so. I am a master of coding. Most engines have something like a delta time that tells you how much time has passed since the last frame. Ooh, Gamemaker manual link. Yeah, we can check that out. Okay, I don't think we'll be needing this. I might just not be smart enough to know how to implement it correctly, but I think we should be fine with the caveman code method. So we have this right now, which is really slay. So now what we can do is we need somewhere to display this number that keeps counting up so that you can see the timer, because that's important. So we're gonna go ahead and create an object, and we are going to call it timer text. And we'll just do a cute little create event and a step event. And I'm pretty much just gonna copy this lovely text that I have in here. Oh, we should also probably have a draw. Hold on. Incredible. I am literally just gonna copy this and paste it into here. Except we're gonna be changing the text that it's drawing and the position that it is drawing it in. So we're not gonna draw the coin sprite, and we're gonna draw it on the other side of the screen. And instead of drawing the number of coins, we are going to draw. Oh, I need to make that variable global if I want this to be able to know about it. And then we're gonna go into here. Beautiful. And then we change these two. And now we can go into here and make it actually do that. Now, this should work. It should draw at least something. So we're gonna try. Okay, no, nothing's there. Oh, I need to put it in the UI layer. Oh, I'm so smart. That's crazy. Yeah, maybe it would help if it was actually like in the instance or something. I don't know. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is right there. Except it's not getting larger, it seems. Oh no. Did I learn all this stuff on my own? And on average, how long do I work on a game dev project at a time? So, I very recently started teaching myself how to do all this. I wouldn't say that I learned it on my own, because I've been using a lot of tutorials and, you know, forum posts and stuff like that. But no, it's kind of just me and YouTube against the world right now. Yeah. So this is my first project. And I've been working on it for like a month. I can't work on it a lot because I work a big boy job. And then also I just like have a bunch of projects going, and then also I should like spend time with my girlfriend and family.
Yes,
so
you should.
I should. So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I don't know how many hours I've been able to put into this so far. Maybe like, I try to do like an hour a day, but that hasn't really been happening recently. I definitely plan on making bigger things in the future. This is definitely like a warming up project. Thank you. I need to figure out why it wasn't actually updating this. And it works in my player object, so we're just gonna go into the player object and see how that works. You know, the one that I made and coded. Okay, I might be stupid. I probably am. We can just try that and see if that fixes it. Hello! Yeah, I'm probably gonna do pixel art when I get bored of coding or like hit a wall. Cause all of these lovely, terrible programmer art things, they need, well except for this one, this one's actual art, they need to be replaced by actual sprites and stuff. Okay. Still does not seem like the timer is going up. Which is amazing. I mean, we got it to draw a 0 on screen, which is definitely something. So, check that off the list. Oh, cool. I mean, I just kind of tried to wing pixel art. I've been a digital and traditional artist for a while, so, I mean, it's not that different, but I don't have, like, specific pixel art training or anything. DoorDash is sending me notifications. They know my weakness is I shouldn't get DoorDash. I'm a responsible adult. Okay, I can definitely do that. I think, so the step thing runs once every tick, and I'm trying to get it to run once every 60 ticks, which is the purpose of the alarm. But we can probably move it in there and see if it will increase that. Hello, hello. Thank you. I'm glad. I do think it's good. I just, I know that it could be better. Okay, so this isn't even increasing when it's every tick. So there's something wrong with how we're drawing it, I think. I think the issue is definitely more in here. Yeah, there is an instance of it, that's why it's drawing the little black 0 in the corner. It's just not updating the counter, I think is the issue. Or if it's updating it, it's not drawing it. So, I think what I might do is be very sneaky and move this into a step event and see if that does anything. Okay, well now it's just not there at all. Okay, so it does have to be in the draw event, that makes sense. I don't think that the variable is getting updated when it should be. What should be happening is that it starts at 0 and then every 60 ticks it increases by 1. It's not doing that. Yes, I have one for the actual timer and one for the text that the timer draws. Because I have the text in the UI layer on the screen, but it's a global variable, so it should, like, the only variable that it needs to know about is this one, global.timersec, which it should know about and be communicating with, because that's actually how I did the coins. Thank you. I'm very happy. I'm really excited to start putting the actual art in, so that it starts looking like a real thing. So I have officially futzed around with it to the best of my ability. So I'm actually going to go back to that tutorial that the guy was using, and we're just probably going to copy paste in all of that code and then figure it out from there. We're going to figure that out. Of course, we'll need to alter it to fit our project. It's not going to work first try. From Jonas. Hello. Sorry I'm asking a lot, but I'm just so curious if you always wanted to make video games, or is it something that you recently got into? It's actually something that I recently got into. I have loved video games my whole life. I've been a gamer out the womb. One of my earliest memories in the world is sitting on my mom's lap while she plays World of Warcraft and, like, telling her what to do because I couldn't play it, but, like, she was playing it for me. I am a gamer at heart. And recently, I realized, I'm like, wait a minute. I could be the guy that makes the video games. And that is really, I was like, oh my goodness, yes. I'm really into, like, I love games like The Sims and Animal Crossing where you can just, like, design and customize everything. And I realized, I'm like, wait a minute, if I make my own games, then I can design and customize everything. And that was really exciting. I realized, I'm like, this would be the best thing in the entire world. So I decided to go to college. I'm going to college next year, which is super exciting for game design and development. And I'm trying to teach myself as much as I can before I do. Very, very stoked. It feels like I finally found, like, the thing that I've been wanting to do my whole life, but didn't really have, like, an avenue for. So we are going to watch this very nice man explain to us how to make a countdown timer. Everybody say thank you to the very nice man. What am I programming? I am making a game. I'm making a video game. It's a pixel art indie 2D platformer. Never been done before, never been done. Game of the year. Okay, so we are going to listen to this incredibly nice man explain how to make a timer, and then we're going to copy all of his... Except what we are going to do is going to be slightly different. We will use the same variables as he was using, just for clarity. So, T minutes, T seconds, and T mil for milliseconds. Now, an important clarification, we are kind of doing this backwards. What he is making is a timer that counts down, and we are kind of making like a stopwatch that counts up. We are going to have to alter it very slightly, but it's still pretty much the same thing. We're just kind of going to be doing it in reverse. And we are going to set that to 6 so that we can have the milliseconds instead of just seconds, I believe is what that's going to do for us. To process numbers, okay? So... we're doing this backwards, you gotta keep in mind. What we need to be doing is increasing the milliseconds, and then when they equal a certain number, we increase the seconds instead of decreasing the seconds. So I'm gonna move our very nice man over to my second monitor so that I can go ahead and chuck this in there. Hold on, chat. And we are pretty much just copying this code right now, and then we're gonna fix and change it later. I think I've done that right. So the code that I have put in is basically just like the exact inverse of this guy's code, where instead of counting down, it counts up. And I think I did that right. So theoretically, every 1/10 of a second, the milliseconds increase by 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 milliseconds, and then when it hits 10 milliseconds, it resets that number to 0 and changes the second number to 1. So instead of 10 milliseconds, it'll be 1 second, right? Okay, and then he just kind of copies this to apply to seconds and minutes as well. Sec equals 60. Oh yeah, BB. Alright, let's see. Yeah, so I have seen both used in the tutorials. I have just been going with equal signs. It seems to work fine. I think I used the double equal sign like once because the code that I was copying used it and I was afraid to mess anything up, but if there's a difference, I'm not sure what it is. Okay, and then the next thing he's gonna do, again, his timer is counting down, so he's making sure that if the timer hits 0, it doesn't continue counting. We don't want to do that because we want our timer to keep going up. However, what we do want is for it to cause a game over if it hits a certain number, because if you're doing it too slow, game over. I think what we're gonna do is say that if t min equals 2, then we will go to the game over screen. GML, I mean, it's not terrible. It's been easy enough for me to figure out as a complete beginner to programming, so. And then, audio play, sound 5. Yes. I actually did try like RPG Maker and stuff, but Gamemaker was the only one I could figure out. So Gamemaker is the one I use now. Good night, have fun. Thank you for being here. Oh my goodness, we got above 30 viewers. How are you guys doing today? Did you miss anything? Yeah, we've been trying to make a timer for like the past 30 minutes. Let's go back to this very nice man's tutorial. Okay, what I think we might be able to do is I feel like I might get it. So we're actually gonna just snag this and move it into here and make a draw event for it. I think I know how to do this. Oh no, I may not know how to do that. We're gonna ask the nice man. We're gonna listen to the nice man, okay? And we're using, oh, what is the font called that we're using? Jersey 20. It's a really nice pixel art font that I found. That's what I'm using for the game. And if there's copyright issues, I can change it later. Okay, we're getting into new territory. This is stuff I haven't done before. I'm gonna use all my brain cells to pay attention to this man. all of my, like 6 brain cells. Well, 5, because one is out right now. Maternity leave. I get to figure this out now. So, pretty much, we're gonna be copying this text, I believe. I'm absorbing information. I'm just gonna copy this word for word right now, and then we can fix it later. Okie dokie doke. Guess we'll put this up here. That's what I mean, I know that that's what he's doing. I just need, my issue is that, like, I need to go in and piece together which, like, the letters and symbols that he's writing is doing what, so that I can fix it to make it, like, pretty much the backwards version of what he's doing. I'm gonna write it all out, and then we're gonna figure out what it's doing. And then we're gonna figure out what it's doing, because that's all you can do sometimes. Hello. Welcome, welcome. I am copying down some code, and hopefully I can figure it out later. Okay, I have mistyped something here. Give me a string literal was unexpected. Why? Why was it unexpected? Don't be unexpected. May you suggest one organizational thing? You are more than welcome to suggest it. I make no guarantee that I will implement it. Yes, thank you. I understand, like, what it's doing. I just need to figure out how it's doing it so that I can change it. So I think I just need to get it all up and working real quick. Oh, hello! Welcome, it's good to see you. Making sure all of these little tiny words are right. Thank you, yeah, I do know how to do that. I have not had that issue yet. There's such a small amount of uncomplicated code in this that, I mean, I really haven't had that issue yet in the project. I do have a lot of things labeled, like if things are especially convoluted, but I don't have anything in here that I particularly need labeled right now. I will probably go back in and label everything once I'm done, just in case, like, somebody else wants to mess around with it, but yes, thank you. I do know how to do the little comment things. Yeah, I actually started streaming last week, and I'm hoping to make it a weekly thing. So this is the second time. We're having a lot of fun. Okay, let's see. I need to finish writing out this. Yes. Hopefully I will be able to do this again next week. I will have to miss the last Friday in this month, so I think the Friday after next, because I will be at DreamHack, so I will not be streaming. But it's okay. I will resume the week after, hopefully. The United States government? Yes. No. It's a convention, and I'm really excited. I'm going as a creator, an official creator. If you are also going to DreamHack, you can use my code NotQuiteIcarus for 15% off your tickets. That's crazy. I think we got this figured out. Well, we got it written down. We still have to figure it out. So we actually have the, like, thingamajiggy written down, so now we have to go through and fix it. Because, okay, so if 2 seconds is larger than 9, then it shows the thingamajig, and if it's smaller than 10, it is the 0 in front of the thing, and if it's that, then it's the thing. Is he gonna... I have a sneaking suspicion this isn't gonna work first try, and I'm not gonna know why it doesn't work, and I'm gonna have to rip out all of this code and probably just move on to something else. Maybe that will happen. Okay. Alright. Alright. This is the moment of truth. Okay, guys. It counted up 1 millisecond. It did. It counted. Did you see it? It counted. It counted 1 millisecond. How do we make it count more than that? We did not do it. Oh. Dear Lord. It's 1 more millisecond than before. Yeah, it sure is. You think you know why that happened? Please tell me. Oh my goodness. Yes, please enlighten me. Where do you set alarm 0? I'm setting it in the create event. Should I be setting it in step? Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, wait, no, yeah, you're also right. Where should I set it then? Oh! That's what I'm missing. Okay, we're gonna try that. Thank you so much. Let's see if that works now. Look at it! It's doing it! Thank you so much, Grog Dev. You're incredible. Look at that! The timer is going. this right here, programming. Programming. Okay, okay. That means that we can stop the timer. Hold on. It has been 49 minutes. It took us 49 minutes, 48 seconds, and 99 hundredths of a second to do this. But we did it, and that's what is important. I'm going to run through the level and see how long it takes me, so that we can figure out where to set the fail condition. And also hope that nothing breaks because of this timer. So I'm just gonna use my like pro gamer moves to beat this real quick. It might look deceptively easy, but that's because I've played through this testing level like a billion times. Everyone else has a lot of trouble doing this. Okay, so we beat it in about 30 seconds, which is good, right? So I think what we're gonna do is have a 45-second fail condition. I think for other levels, we're definitely going to have them be like a minute long, so we are going to keep the minutes in the timer because I kind of really don't want to change it. But we are going to set this to if tsec equals you know what, let's set it to 10 for now. I want to make sure it works so we can test it real quick. Okay, so we're just gonna wait for the seconds to go to 10. Yeah, okay, it works, it works. Nerf Danny DeVito. I can do it with Freddy Fazbear instead if you'd like. Those are our two characters. Okay, so if tsec equals 45, then game over. What I would like to do next is make it so that the timer resets whenever you leave the room. So the problem is we need the timer to reset itself whenever you leave the room and come back. And so I think what we can probably do is put that in here. So let's try that out. I'm just gonna die real quick and then restart. Okay, no, so that's not working at all. Here's what we could do. We could have it to where if the room index isn't okay, we're gonna try that. Okay. Okay, well now it's not working at all. What is exclamation mark equals not equals if room? Because we're trying to make it so if the room is not level 1. Oh, and then I guess else. Yep, that's not equals. Okay. So it does need the else thing. Yeah. So that it knows what to do. Well, else it needs to do all of this other. Well, I guess I can just say that else. Well, no, because this isn't the step event. I guess I could put it in alarm. Oh, yeah, I can just shove it in right there. Yeah, which I moved it out of the... Okay, we're gonna try that. Let's see if that does anything. Okay, it's still not going. I wonder if I should just move this up above all of this nonsense? Maybe? We can do that. Thank you. Oh, great knower of Gamemaker things. Okay, it's only counting to 1 millisecond again. Room start event. I have heard of that. Okay, yeah, I can do that. And then I already have code in there to make it not visible. Okay. Alright. We're cooking. So basically just move all of this from the object create event to the room create event? Because I can do that. And then would we move this from create to room start? Goodbye! Thank you so much for sticking around. Oh, well now it doesn't know what these are. So I would have to also declare those in create. But I can have it be off. And then do this when the room starts. Okay, let me see if this works real quick. Okay, well the timer's going. Oh! It worked! It worked! I love that I'm just so shocked and appalled every time something actually works. Thank you so much. Grogdev, you're a real one. Amazing. So we got a timer working, and we got it to where if you take too long, then you die. What did the gems do? Give me 1 second. Okay. So, the gems are supposed to be like experience gems, and you get them to increase your level. I don't know if who's watching knows, but this is planned to be like a fantasy style game with like fantasy cars and stuff. And you're gonna be like on a quest and driving through all these fun fantasy areas. So the experience gems give you experience, and they increase your level, and your level decides what difficulty of the courses you can do. Where's the Whizmobile? I have several Whizmobiles that I've been cooking up. I have several. But yeah, I mean, we got a timer going. That's pretty cool. And it only took an hour. I think what I would like to do is implement a system that it tells you how good you did on a level, depending on how fast you complete it. So that's my idea, and that seems pretty easy to do. You make a room, or you don't make a room. You just use complete level, and then I'm just gonna make some really crappy sprites real quick. Give me 1 second, and we'll go ahead and put that object in there. It's so tiny. Hold on. How about that? Yeah, it can just... yeah, that's not messy at all. So we actually do have an object that is level complete. And right now, it just does a collision event with the player. So when we collide with level complete, we need to get the current number that the timer is. When the player hits this object, it needs to take the current timer number and make that a variable. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try so hard to figure this out. Yeah, I have been trying to use the place meeting code for stuff. It is so wonky. I think it has to do with the movement code I used for the player, but place meeting stuff is just like straight up not working. I've been having to use collision events, which are a little wonky themselves. Oh, I have to use my brain. We're gonna make a global variable, and we are going to set the global variable based on, we're gonna say that the global variable is the timer thing, right? Yeah, no, the 5 brain cells they're churning. They're turning and turning. My phone keeps dimming. So, we're gonna go to game timer. And we are going to say that we are gonna put this in the step event, because I want it to be checking for it. No, it just needs to be in the room create event. Because when the game over room is created, it'll check it. And as long as I put it before the resetting the alarm stuff, it'll... Okay, wait, I'm actually a genius. Okay, so basically what this is doing is, depending on the number of seconds on the timer, during the room start event, it will set the global variable for how many stars it's supposed to be. And so now what we can do is we can come in here. Hold on. Alright, let's see if it runs. Yes. Okay. So I'm just gonna beat the level real quick. Oh, no! Will it also work if you get game over? It should. I'm absolutely trash at my own video game. Okay. Oh! It did it! It actually worked, dude! 2 stars! That's like... Dude, it worked. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm gonna try to get, a slower time. Yeah, and see, this time I got a 1 star because it was slower. Dude. Pro gamer? Game dev master? Game of the year? Silksong who? I've never heard of Silksong. This is game of the year. Yeah, I'm like seeing the Matrix right now, dude. That's crazy. It literally worked. That's insane. I'm really confident in my own abilities. Yeah, I mean, that worked. We have 45 minutes left of stream. I'm only streaming for 2 hours tonight because I want to go to McDonald's with my girlfriend and get a Dr. Pepper. Unfortunately, I'm booked. That's crazy that we did that. I have a terrible idea. Do you guys want to see me do something awful? Okay. Oh, alright. I mean, that's... What more could you want? Yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, doubling your movement speed every tick. Ooh, yeah, 3 stars. Easy. Well, we have 30 minutes left. Alright, I can't get my drawing tablet to actually be plugged in right now. So maybe we won't work. Maybe we won't work on that, simply because I cannot get my drawing tablet to plug in. You guys know what we could do for the last 30 minutes? Do you guys want to play Minecraft? Of course you want to play Minecraft. Everybody wants to play Minecraft. I'm probably gonna head out then. Thank you guys so much for coming to the stream. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you guys sticking around. We got a lot done today. Goodbye, and thank you.